welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Buds. Today we're reviewing what is a new Riff Balboa Rye. Zach, would you care to tell us about that?
Sure. The Balboa Rye is kind of a part of their experimental series. Not really, it's not an official experimental, but New Riff likes to do different things with different grains. This Balboa Rye was grown exclusively for them by a farm in Indiana, a family-run farm in Indiana, and I think it's 95% malted. Not malted, Balboa Rye, and 5% malted.
You are correct on that.
Okay. So the cool thing about this is I don't know of any other distillery that puts out a Balboa Rye because it is a rare grain. So it's kind of cool that there's distilleries out there like New Riff that'll put out, just different grains that other distilleries normally wouldn't use.
Do you know much about what Balboa Rye is?
Yeah, it's it is an older rye. They used to use it in whiskey maybe in the 30s and 40s, but it's just not commonly used because most distilleries will just use normal rye or more commonly used rye. So it's probably more expensive for farms to go out of their way to grow that type.
All right, with that being said, you ready to try it?
Yep.
Cheers.
Well, you gotta smell it first, Nick.
Yeah.
It's like straight berries and red fruit. And a hint of mint.
Hint of mint? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second.
It smells great.
Oh, it smells fantastic. For me personally, it's more of like just a rye.
Yeah, typical rye.
Because my nose is not refined as tightly as you. But it's not. It needs a little bit of work. What do you think?
I think it's okay. There's a little bit of flavor there, but the only thing is, it's kind of lacking. The good thing that I can say about it is, it's extremely smooth. That is probably the smoothest rye I've had. It's really lacking in flavor. But what do you think about it?
I think it's actually pretty good because you smell it and then and then you taste it and it's to me it's the same.
Yeah.
And there's nothing better than a bourbon that tastes the same as it smells because it's like the smell's a preview.
Yeah.
Like you would think a bourbon is a preview, but it's very smooth for what is it, 100 proof bourbon?
It's 100 proof. Yeah.
Very smooth for the proof that it's at.
There's no bite.
No. No.
For me, when I taste New Riff products, especially their single barrels, I'm used to just a massive amount of flavor immediately. So it's kind of an expectation, I guess, because their single barrels are some of the most flavorful single barrels you can buy.
I've tried one other New Riff product, and that was what was it?
It was a single barrel store.
Okay, yeah. And you know what? This one isn't as good as that, but I will say, for what it is, I think it's pretty good. You get a lot of the Balboa Rye on it.
That's Oscar.
Yeah. Say hi to Oscar, folks. But here, go on now. Yeah. Okay, fine. Well, let me think here. But you get a lot of the Balboa Rye. It does taste like a rye, but it doesn't have the same spice content as rye, if that makes any sense.
Not at all. Not at all.
But yeah. This is, I think it's good. But how much is it normally?
It retails for around $50. I probably wouldn't pay $50 for it, but again, it's kind of cool that New Riff is putting out, just different grains.
Absolutely.
Whiskeys. It's very cool.
And the mash bill is pretty unique too, because usually you would see rye, malted barley, and then corn, but you don't see any corn here.
No.
It's just Balboa Rye and then malted rye.
And it's probably expensive for them to do this too, because they have to go out of their way to make, you know, special batches for this, and they don't really know how it's going to turn out. Right?
And you know what? You said this was $50.
Yeah.
That tells me that this is if it was expensive for them to do this and for them to sell this at $50, they were confident in what they were making.
Yeah.
At least that's what it comes off to me. Now, just to sidetrack back to the taste, I apologize for that, folks, but it's like I said, it's got a rye, but it's a very sweet sort of flavor, and it's not. It has no bite. It's so smooth. And I think it's pretty good for $50. You're paying for a good bottle. But honestly, if it was anything more than like 60 or 70, I'd be hard pressed to buy it.
I would pay probably $25, $30 for it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? That just comes down to different tastes.
Yeah, we all have different tastes.
Yep.
So.
And with that being said, this has been another episode of the Bourbon Buzz. We hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications on when we upload. And follow our Instagram link in the description below. Thank you all.